It's like a pair of Crocs. You have casual mode and then you have sport mode, ready for all occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now today's video is going to be a little different. Throughout this series of being a mad scientist and doing these crazy disc golf creations, we have come up with some pretty cool ideas. You guys remember the shark fin T-Bird? We have our modified discs V1 and V2. We've done all kinds of interesting things, but along the way there were a lot of them that didn't exactly work out. Believe it or not, I actually tried to pitch some of these to major disc golf manufacturers to see if they could be pulled off. And for the first time, I'm going to give you guys a little behind the scenes footage of some of the outlandish disc golf experiments that I've done. Up first, we have one to remember and what I like to refer to as the pocket disc. Have you ever just been halfway through your round and you look down at your disc and think, man, this thing is just way too wide? Well, you're in luck because I have never had that thought either, but I invented a way to get around it anyway. I want to introduce to you guys the pocket disc. As you can see, it's sleek and slim design, not bulky, nice and lightweight, and you're able to fold it up whenever you need to. You might be thinking, Hunter, why is it called the pocket disc? Does it actually fit into your pocket? And the answer to that question is also no, but you're still able to fold it anyway, but you have to keep an eye out. If you use screws to hold the hinges, listen, we're not liable. If you purchase one of these discs from us of just 4 easy payments of $64.95, we are not liable for anything that might happen or the longevity of the disc. You in a tight situation, stuck in the woods and you can't get out, just give it a fold and give it a throw. It's that simple. You can get out of any situation, and if you're looking for that long tee shot, bam, open it up. It's like a pair of Crocs. You have casual mode and then you have sport mode, ready for all occasions. You might find yourself in a tricky situation like this thinking, man, there's no way, I don't have the room to pull off a hyzer or a big turnover shot, but don't worry, you have the pocket disc. Give it a fold, give it a throw. It's that simple, works every time. You might be thinking to yourself, Hunter, there's no way that this thing can actually fly in the air. Well, now we're in sport mode, now we're ready to go. Perfect. I'm sure that survived the impact, and to be honest, I didn't think it'd make it that far. So like I said, get yours today, 7 easy payments of $79.95. Now the pocket disc never really worked out. I will say though, the durability was there, but also the liability. Very dangerous, very unneeded, but a lot of fun. And up next, we're just gonna keep it going with the anti-water and tree disc 3000. Have you ever stepped up to a fairway and you see a ton of water and you just think, man, I wish they made a disc that floats? And then you realize they do, but there's also a ton of pine trees around you and you think, I wish there was a disc that could float and also would never get stuck in a tree. I've never had that thought, but I'm sure some of you have, so I've invented this, the anti-water tree 3000. Now this was turned down because it said it was too bulky and people wouldn't like it. I don't know what's not to like about it. Land in the water, it floats, right? Also, if you hit a tree, it's so wide that it will not make its way into the tree, and if it does, it'll just give it a little tap and bounce out. Now, the best thing about this product is it is universal. You don't have to just commit to buying one water disc. You can slide any bad boy you want in there and you're ready to go. And today only, you can get one of these things for 4 easy payments of $23.95. But of course, I will put it to the test for you. Well, here you are, stepping up to try to make an ante shot that you know for a fact you do not have the capabilities to do, so there is a chance that you might just end up directly into this tree. You just pull out the anti-water and tree 3000 and you're good to go. What more do you want? What more do you want than a product? I mean, it handled it flawlessly. I'll even showcase it again for you guys. That's the level of confidence I have with this product. The disc didn't get stuck, did it? The disc did not get stuck. Get yours today. I will say, although very unrealistic, not usable, and completely unnecessary, the disc never did get caught in the tree. Now, up next was an issue that I have dealt with, and I'm sure a lot of you have for a long time, so I tried to take it personally to conquer, and that is a more effective way to play glow rounds. You ever been sitting there late at night and you get that text, you get that invite saying, hey, do you want to go play some glow? But in the back of your head, you're like, man, I don't have any glow discs. I don't necessarily want to bag a disc just because it's glowing. I don't have the money to create just a glow bag. Well, I have the product for you. Nice, simple, and sleek. We have the light up disc. You guessed it, 8,000. Now this thing, you will never lose your disc, I promise you. And it's not because it's so heavy you can't throw it anywhere. It's because that it has this awesome light up light. Now, the crazy thing about this disc, it's only $3.95. So I mean, how can you go wrong? This thing, I mean, it keeps it nice and balanced. You don't even notice it. You know what I mean? The light's not even noticeable. This was turned on because it was a liability. If it were to hit somebody, there's potential for serious injury, but you know what? We're not worried about that here. So now we're gonna put it to the test and I will prove to you guys, you'll never lose this thing. About 19 more of those suckers and you, my friend, will have yourselves a solid birdie. The only real thing to say about that is, well, it was a monstrosity. But again, you can't argue the effectiveness of some of these experiments. Next one, and one of my personal favorites, was the get out of jail free card. Have you ever found yourself stuck in the middle of a slow and boring disc golf round and you're just thinking in the back of your head, how can I get out of it? Now this is an idea I just had, so I will be creating this one live for you guys on the Hole 4 workbench, and this is called the get out of jail free card. This one is a DIY. You can order a ghost disc for $104.95, but from then the excitement of the DIY starts. And to be honest with you guys, all things aside, I'm really curious if this is going to work. As you guys know, the ghost disc does not go anywhere, but I'm thinking let's add some clear tape and try to rebuild the flight plate. Done. That simple. Done. Now you can see how it will really get its use. So you might be thinking, Hunter, how is this a get out of jail free card? Well, the ghost disc, hard to find, but like I said, doesn't go anywhere. So now we've added a flight plate. So when you're in the middle of that slow round, you're trying to just anything that you can do to get out of it, you pull out the modified ghost disc, and you're just gonna let it rip. And the whole key is nobody will ever find it. So you just start meandering out to the woods, act like you're trying to find your disc when you know nobody can see it because it is literally a ghost disc, and then you just weasel your way back to the car and you're out of there. You got out of Dodge, and this will help you do it. Bam, through better than I thought. Like that actually, that you could use that, but still, you know, it hides it out in the woods, we'll never find it. All right guys, yeah, you go look over there, I'll go look over here in these woods. Like all of the other discs leading up to that one, it also had a 100% success rate, but you did need a little bit of finesse. And rolling into the number 5 spot is the Extendo Disc 8000. Have you ever been standing there looking at your disc and you're just thinking, man, I am so sick of constantly bending over to pick this thing up, it's such a drag. Well, today you're in luck. I have invented the Extendo Disc 8000. Now, when I presented this to the big manufacturers, they said it was completely ridiculous, not usable, won't last a throw, and you can't use it for low ceilings. Well, today I'm gonna prove all of you guys wrong. So boom, you just threw your 380-foot drive, you don't even have to bend over, and it's a mid-range, so you can use it for every different situation. So now I'm looking at the basket, oh, I don't know, probably around 85 feet, bunch of trees in the way, not a problem. and it lands upright every single time. That's the best part of it. So now you have this low ceiling shot and you're thinking there's no way, it's not possible. Again, I have no problem proving the haters wrong. Look at that. It just flipped around the branch and landed straight up. Now, this is working much better than I anticipated. That actually almost landed pointing up. I thought it would break on the first throw, but it didn't. So like I said, if you guys want one of those things, simple, 3 easy installments of $149.95. So update on the Extendo Disc 8000. It has broke. So with that being said, $495 and it's yours. Of the 6 disc creations, I will say that one might be the only one that is a little bit on the ridiculous side. But rounding off is my personal favorite, the rope disc. And last but certainly not least, have you ever gone out to just try to get some reps in at your practice basket? And of course you're missing every putt and you're sick of walking around doing the lap of shame to pick them all up off the ground? I present to you the rope disc, your one-stop shop for all your putting needs. Now, you're gonna miss it, like me, and you just reel it back in. And if you do happen to make it, it's just all on the wrist. You give it a little wrist flick, just like a forehand, and you can pop it right out. So the first thing you need to do is just attach the Disc Retriever 2000 right to. You just tie it on, that simple, and then you just start lining up, getting your reps in, and you're gonna go for your putt. Oh, what a shame you missed. Not a big deal at all. You just bring it right back in. And then like I said, if you happen to actually make it, boom, that's simple. And it works every time, no matter. On that note, we are going to wrap up the video. I have no further comments on the rope disc. And guys, if you are enjoying the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I know a lot of the times my content is funny, but it's more serious to like honest course reviews, trying to do real disc experiments, but every once in a while, like my stereotypes video, I like to just put something completely wacky out there, get the mind stimulating again, and have fun. That wraps up today's video. And listen, if you have any interest and want to purchase one of the ridiculous discs at their recommended price tag, just reach out to me and let me know. I would gladly sell you one. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.